Hey, what's up everyone? How are you guys doing today? Everybody having an awesome day or what? I definitely hope so. Alrighty, I just need to adjust something really quick. This is turned up a little too high. And hold on a second, guys. I gotta fix something. I gotta fix the microphone. I think I got it. It still sounds kind of distorted, doesn't it? Hold on. Check. 1 2 1 2. We got some sort of weird things going on there. Alright, so let me go ahead and reset that. It's still too loud. Check. What's going on with it? I got some sort of weird thing going on, and I'm not really sure why. But something seems a little bit off with the microphone there. All right, I think we almost got her set up now. Sorry guys, we're having problems, technical problems. All right, so how's everyone's day going today? Everybody having an amazing day or what? We got Antediluvian, we got Draco, Damien, Tulip, Noah. Nice to see you guys today. Pop out chat. Let's get that thing ready. So, what do you guys think about the angler nerf, everybody? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What's your guys' opinion? Personally, I don't necessarily like seeing nerfs, but that thing, I'm glad they're gonna... I hope they nerf that thing into the ground. I absolutely hate that angler. It is horrible. Devil says it's bad. You don't like the angler nerf? Now I don't know about those rust rockets nerfs though. I mean, I think the rust rockets are going to be pretty lousy. I think the angler is going to be lousy afterwards, so it feels like they're kind of killing off a couple of things, unfortunately. Hey, Damien. How you doing today, buddy? Nice to see ya.
Awesome to have you here on the stream today. Thank you for coming out. It's very nice to have you. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here.
Now, we got the voice changer. Anti said he's loving it. But yeah, pretty much everybody has it, man. Everybody and their mom is running that thing. It's kind of crazy. It's super crazy. He says, need to balance, otherwise... Yeah. Sometimes they do need to do rebalances, but sometimes I think they hit things a little bit too hard, honestly. Now, there's certain things that I don't mind, you know, getting nerfed, but there's other things where it's just like, why? Why did they do that? Why are they nerfing my baby? You know what I mean? Why are they nerfing my baby? No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying goofy stuff here. But the main problem I have, you know, what I don't like is when they decide to nerf everything in your hangar, right? That's never fun. But the good news about the nerfs is everybody else is getting the nerfs too. So the stuff you have is now equal to the stuff the next guy has. So it's not only your hangar that gets nerfed, it's everybody's. So I guess that's the way to look at that there, if you really think about it. I mean, I get it, a lot of people don't like that, but unfortunately, it is what it is. Not much we can do about it, honestly. Not much we can do about it at all, to tell you the truth. But, you know, what can you do, I guess.
I will say I absolutely hate the angler.
So, angler sucks. What's up, Draco Knight? He says they would never nerf my main bit. Riker. That's your main bot, Riker? What league are you in, buddy? If you're up in the higher leagues, man, you are brave for playing a Riker, I'll tell you that. Riker's hard to play. I would say very brave. Every time I bring my Riker out, it gets blown up pretty quickly. I mean, occasionally I have a good game with it, but it's not one of my best robots, I will say. Cool robot, but man, very hard to keep alive. Like, super hard to keep alive. Alright, Anti says, anglers helped me drop, unfortunately. I'm not... What do you mean by helped you drop? I don't quite know what that means. Kron, what's going on? Abbe, what's up? Nice to see you guys. Mika, how's it going? Yeah, really nice to see everybody. But yeah, if you guys got game questions, right? Remember, if you got game questions, feel free to ask. That's why we're here, so.
I probably don't have an answer to everything, but
I will have an answer to some stuff if you have a question. You know what I'm saying there?
So get your questions in.
And I will try to answer those things.
Alright. Enough playing with the voice changer. Hey, Galaxy, what's up, buddy? Alright, so Draco Knight wants to know, what's the fastest way to progress through leagues? Well, honestly, it's just play the game and do well. Find a game mode that you seem to be good at. And play the heck out of that. Maybe you find you're good at free-for-all. Maybe you find you're good at team deathmatch. Maybe you find you're good at beacon games. So you just gotta find the type of gameplay that works best for you. And I'll tell you what, if you can find, if you can join a little clan or something, if you can play with other players that know how to work together and play together, you can do a lot better, right? When you play solo, you never know what you're gonna get. You don't know if you're gonna get some crappy blueberry that stands in the back and camps while everybody else is stealing all the beacons or what. So you gotta really just kind of be like, hey, I'm gonna play this game, I'm gonna play it a lot and do the best that you can, and as you do well in the game, you're gonna move up. But if you can find a group of guys to play with, that would really help. As long as they're good guys. I mean, if they suck, yeah, if they suck and they're not good, that's going to be a little bit of a problem. But, I mean, it's easier to move up now than it was back in the day, I guess. But I think it took me about 2 years to get into the Champion League. Eventually, they made it so you gain more, you know, league cups per game or whatever, so... So I think it's easier to get up into the Champion Leagues now, but honestly, I don't think anybody should be in any type of rush to move up. Unless your equipment's too high powered for your league, then I wouldn't be in a rush to move up. Because the higher leagues are rough. A lot of people don't understand how hard it is in the higher leagues. I mean, it's to the point where if you're in Champion League, you really need to have a highly ranked Mark II hanger at least. If not, you're going to be at a big disadvantage. So, Champion League's rough, guys. Champion League is rough. I like being there, but sometimes I miss Silver League. Hey, Suresh, what's up? LOL, how's it going? All right, Abhay seems to have a big old question. He just wrote me a paragraph there. He says, I collected 54 bronze special delivery chests and open it, but they don't even show me a single robot. That really sucks. He says, if they don't want to give robots away, why put them in there? Now that, unfortunately, I don't have an answer for you. I don't know what the chances are of getting a robot. I don't know if there's like a 1% or a 10 or a 20% chance. I'm really not sure, but one thing I do notice about the special delivery drops is it's a lot harder to get good stuff out of there than it used to be. What's up, Ebba? How you doing today? So Abhay and Ebba, thank you for being channel members, guys. I really appreciate that. Very nice of you guys. The extra support is very nice. Nick says, hard to get out of Diamond and Expert League with all the tankers. Yeah, you know, they've put a couple of things into place to help deal with tankers, but somehow those tankers are still finding their way to get back in there, and I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how they figured it out, but the tankers have found a way to go around it. Like they tried to make it so you could only go down like 1 or 2 leagues. Like let's just say you get into champion, you're not supposed to get back down past like expert or something, but I think some people figure out a way around that, which really stinks. But I mean, what can you do, I guess? I mean, that's not much you can do, honestly. All we can do is hope Pixonic eventually decides, hey, we're going to do something different here and deal with these people, you know what I mean? Maybe someday they'll decide to do something else about it. I really don't know, but yeah, unfortunately there are some issues. Alright, Andrew, how are you doing today? He says, can you start a new account on your phone and still keep your main account? Yes. You just need to have more than one email address. Now, on iOS, I don't know how this works. Now, on Android, I can go into I can download an app called Google Play Games. And on Google Play Games, I can put 15 different email addresses if I want, and I can switch accounts back and forth. Let me show you something here. I'll show you how you switch accounts on Android really fast. I gotta open up the War Robots. But I don't know how you add multiple accounts if you're on iOS, alright? But it's really easy to switch accounts on this game. So I have 2 accounts. I have my main account and I have an account that's actually owned by Pixonic. Now I might need to be careful what I show on the screen here, so I gotta figure out a way to make sure you guys don't see certain things maybe, so hold on. I'll show you how this works really fast though, once I get through all these pop-ups. Alright, so the first thing you do is you click on the little gear once you have another account set up. You click on the little gear up here. Next, you click this little button here to log out of your current account. See, mine's on Google, so that logs me out. I'm going to log out. Now I'm going to press the connect button again. Now this is where I got to be careful of what you guys see. So hold on, I'm going to hit connect. I don't think I'm supposed to show off the email address that one of my accounts is connected to, so. So this little thing pops up asking you about your Gmail, blah, 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 blah. And there's a drop-down menu there, right? There's a little drop-down menu right here. You click this little drop-down menu, and different accounts show up. You pick the account you want. Then after you do that, you click the little button that says continue as whatever account it is, and then bam, it will load into the new account. Then you just swapped accounts. So that's pretty much how that works. I know that was a big old pain in the ass and a big old mess, but you know, the Batte Rec account's email address probably needs to be pretty private. So anyways, that's how you switch accounts on Android after you've added your second account to Google Play Games. Hopefully that's helpful. I don't know if it was or not, but I hope it was. Alright, let's get back to some gameplay. Some old pre-recorded gameplay. Do I have a Pixonic event schedule? No, I do not. I find out about most of that stuff around the same time as you guys do, honestly. They don't tell us a lot of stuff like that in advance. Alright, so Giddick wants to know, would you still recommend Invader? Is it meta? I'm not sure if Invader is meta, but Invader is a really good tank. I still really like him. He's like one step below meta in my opinion. If you want a tank, Invader is really good. Like Invader and Fenrir are two of the best tanks in the game in my opinion. They may be old, but they're still very good. Galaxy says, is buying 1 day's worth of components for about 60 components better or 3 days? Okay, so buying 1 day's worth is actually cheaper. They charge you more if you buy 3 days worth because they say you're paying for it being more convenient since you don't have to do it every day. But yeah, it's cheaper to buy 1 day's actually, which is opposite of what you would think. You would think 3 days would be cheaper, but yeah, 1 day's cheaper. Mohazam got 2 Stellar Avoras. Cool, nice. Artemis, what's up, buddy? Artemis says something about an emulator. I don't know what you're talking about there, buddy. Something about emulators for something, but I don't know what. Guys, Artemis has a really cool YouTube channel. Artemis, why don't you tell them what you do in the chat, man? Maybe that'll give them some inspiration to subscribe to your YouTube channel there. He's a good person to subscribe to. He's got a lot of knowledge and information that a lot of people don't, put it that way. I'll let him tell you though if he wants to. And Artemis, let me tell you, man, that OVOX program, I've been playing around with that for hours. It is the most horrible, confusing thing either. That's not what you want, buddy. Now, the vocal bender, that might be something you're interested in, but don't look at that OVOX because it's weird.
So we can bend these vocals, you know what I mean? We can bend these vocals really easy with the vocal bender. It's really easy to use, but OVOX is there's so many controls and dials and things going on. I can't even hardly figure it out, so.
But the vocal bender is kind of cool, actually. Yeah. We're bending the vocals here, guys. What's up, Kron?
Make a random call with that. I don't think I can call people from my computer. I don't know if I would be able to make that work on Discord or not. What's up, Hyper Gaming? How you doing? If I miss anybody's question, guys, feel free to ask again. Oh, Artemis says it's not only more expensive to buy 3 days worth, but you get less components as well. All right, Draco wants to know about the snake mech, the Orphin or whatever, however you say that thing. We have no idea what that thing is going to be like. So, Draco, this is one thing you got to remember about the test server. They put things on the test server to try out. They manipulate it. They change this around. They change that around. They adjust this. They adjust that. Then they use whatever info they get from the test server to decide how they want to make it on the live server. So you can't always judge something by how it is on the test server, because when it goes live, it might end up being like really, really different. So
Never judge something on the test server.
I mean, it's probably going to be pretty cool, but I expect it to be really, really good, honestly. But we'll find out once it goes live. 16, if you've got spears already leveled up, I think that will be better than the claws. I don't know for sure. We're going to have to test them out once the nerf happens, but more than likely, that's going to be the better way to go. Alright, Stellar, Sirius, or Minos. Do you want to play support or you want to play a Brawling Titan? If you want a Brawling Titan, then yes, you're probably going to want to go over to Minos. But if you want to play a support Titan, then you've got the Stellar Sirius, right? I mean, once you get the free Minos, you're going to have to level it up. I don't know how your weapons look as far as... I know you said you have Voras and Cinders, right? I don't know what level they're at or anything. But if you've got the Platinum... it is nice to have more than one Titan to play, and Minos is still one of the better ones. The only thing that I actually worry about is if everybody gets a free Minos and everybody's running Minos, are they going to nerf it, right? That scares me a little bit. Alright, so as far as selling some of the Rust weapons, I would keep a couple. I would definitely keep a couple because you never know if they might buff them and make them good again in the future. So wait till they get nerfed. Wait till we test them out and find out if they're any good. I don't think they're going to be very good after the nerf, but I've learned if I sell things a year or two later, I end up regretting it because they buff it and make it good again. So don't sell too many things, right? My thing is at least keep 4 lights, keep 4 mediums, and at least try to keep 2 to 4 heavies. That's how I look at it. In every robot, keep at least one of every robot no matter what. Hyper wants to know what weapons to use on a crisis. You want to find something with a really long range on it because Crisis is so squishy. If another robot looks at it, it's going to fall over and die. I've tried to play it with close range weapons, but I would say you want to at least have weapons with 500 meters, but really 800 to 1200 meter weapons is what you want. Glory, I don't think you're going to be able to do Glory or Talon very well because they have such a short range. That would be very, very hard to play. Now, the Thermite, you might be able to get away with the Thermite. I don't think the Thermites are very good, though. I think the Thermites kind of suck is the only thing. Alright, so Artemis says, well, since Danny asked, here I go. I'm Alex, the current War Robots wiki lead. My channel goes a bit all over the place from just showing maxing. Yeah, he runs the War Robots wiki, guys. Artemis runs the wiki page, the fandom page for War Robots, so he would be a good YouTube channel to subscribe to. He gets a lot of information. He knows stuff that I don't know. He's not allowed to tell me a lot of stuff, so check it out. Check out his channel, guys. Have I tried the Stake and Spear with Auto on Revenant? I don't think the stake and spear work with the autopilot. Stake and spear. Wait a second. The stakes do not work with auto as far as I know. The spear does. So Suresh, I think you're confused on here. Or am I confused? Do the stakes work with the autopilot? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that they do. If they did, that would be insane, but yeah, I don't think they work with auto. What's my favorite robot and weapon combo? I don't know, buddy. I change things so often, it's not even funny. Like, since I'm a YouTuber, I don't keep anything in my hanger too long. One thing that usually stays in my hanger all the time, though, is the Skyros. That is such a good thing for getting and holding beacons. I play my Fenrir constantly, but I'm always changing the weapons. I would say the two robots I play the most are Fenrir and Skyros, though. As far as weapons, you gotta find the ones that fit your playing style. But yeah, things are always changing this game. I'm always changing everything, so I don't know. Nether is another fun robot. I think he's getting nerfed, though. Someone's asking about the toxin weapons. Unfortunately, the toxins are underperforming at the moment. So those used to be one of the best weapons in the game, but toxins are really not that good now. Would I recommend Harpy over Fenrir or Fenrir over Harpy? Man, Fenrir is a tank. Harpy is a damage dealer, which is meant to deal damage from a distance. So that's going to depend on your playing style. I love them both, but you can't compare the two at all. So it's kind of like this. If you want a tank or something that's going to set on a beacon and keep the enemies from taking it, go with the Fenrir. If you need something that's going to do damage from a distance, that's when you want to look at the Harpy. Man, the comments are going fast, guys. I'm sorry if I missed anybody's comments. Always feel free to ask again. Just don't spam it over and over. Like, if I miss something 2 or 3 minutes later, go ahead and post it again. But just don't spam it 5,000 times in a row. The Bendy bullets. They're nice, actually. I like the Bendy bullets. They're not as good as they used to be. But I still play them. I've been playing those on my Harpy recently, and it's a lot of fun. So I think they're still pretty good. Artemis says, no, the stake does not work with the autopilot. I didn't think so. But I will say that spears are still very good with the autopilot. Incognito, yes. Unfortunately, the Seraph does shoot you through walls, but only the ability. I don't know if that is intentional or unintentional, but yeah, it shoots through walls. Galaxy, I'm not going to repeat that, buddy. You nasty, you nasty. Yeah, Hyper Nether is getting a little bit of a nerf. I made a video the other day listing off all the nerfs. I can't remember what they're doing to the Nether, but they're giving him a small nerf. I actually think he is still going to be good afterwards. I don't think they're killing the Nether, but they are killing the Angler, I believe. Oh, it's so hard to remember the names of the weapons. Like, if you ask me, like, what's the best medium weapon? Let's just say I want to tell you the rust rockets. I'll just say rust rockets because I can't remember which one's medium, heavy, or light sometimes. Or I might say radiation weapons because I can't remember if Blight's the heavy one or Blight's the medium one. There are so many weapons in the game right now and my memory is so terrible. Incognito, you're welcome, buddy. Devil wants to know, do I think punchers are good weapons? Yes and no. They're not as good as they used to be. They would definitely not be my first choice to put on something anymore, but if I didn't have anything better, I would definitely be more than happy running them. I think they're nice weapons. They do a lot of damage at really close range, but from a distance, they do very little damage. So if you play them correctly, they're okay still. Artemis says, yes, punchers are still good. You just need to be close. Paul says punchers are good. Alright, Hyper wants to know what to use on Fenrir. You know, I think one of my recent favorite Fenrir setups is the harpoon weapons, or I really like 2 pulsars and a redeemer. 2 pulsars and a redeemer seem to be doing really good. I made a build video about that maybe about a month ago. Another thing I really like, it's not the best, but 2 Tyrons and a redeemer is a lot of fun to play for nostalgic reasons. It's really good. I mean, it's not as good as the pulsars. Redeemer is still a beast of a weapon. Redeemer is probably one of the oldest weapons in the game that just beats the crap out of stuff still. So Redeemer is a beast. But the bomb effect shotguns are very good on the Fenrir as well. I think I like those a lot. The rust weapons are very good on the Fenrir, but they are getting nerfed, so I don't think they're going to be good on them much longer. Paul says, keep in mind some of these weapons have to be upgraded highly to be good via older weapons. Well, if you're in Champion League, pretty much everything has to be up into the mid or high Mark II level before they start to perform well, so like whatever league you're in, you need to make sure your weapons and your robots are leveled up high enough for the current league that you're in. Can Scorpion still compete in the top level? Yes, Scorpion's a nasty little dude. Scorpion is a very nasty little dude. He will, a good Scorpion player will beat the crap out of you. I would give it like an 8, somewhere between an 8 and a 9 out of 10. Like if 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, he would get about an 8 or a 9. Scorpion's still pretty amazing. It's definitely not meta anymore, but it's like 1 notch below the meta. What's up, Dixon? How you doing today? Nice to see ya. Yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody. You guys are all amazing.
I appreciate each and one of you for being here and hanging out with me. You guys are awesome.
Oh wait, let me try and mix that in with my regular voice. Let's do a 50-50 mix. Alright, let me try this. I've never tried a 50-50 mix with the really deep voice before. What does that do? Now I sound like a robot.
Let's try a 75% mix. I don't know, I'm having fun with this dumb vocal bender. It's kind of fun.
Sorry for playing around with the toys, guys, but yeah, it's kind of fun.
That voice almost sounds like a big old burp or something. I don't know about that one.
Alright, so Galax says, should I keep my 780 Invader components or turn them into Fenrir components? Oh man, that's kind of a hard one, I guess. Do you not wanna build an Invader? I mean, if you have no interest in an Invader, you have 2 options. Sell the components or turn them into something else. But I will say this, converting one set of components into another set does cost a lot of silver. So you need to be sure you really want to spend all that silver before you do it, because I'm telling you what, it'll be very expensive on the silver. I mean, if you really want that robot and you want to get it as quickly as possible and you got some silver to spend, you can switch it over, but I don't know. That's a lot of stuff. Anti says something about train spotting. A Gareth? Kron, what's a Gareth? That's that little guy that sits next to Kostak, isn't it? Gareth. Oh, he's the little shield guy. Shield's cool. Gareth is a cool robot. I love that little dude, but he cannot defend himself in Champion League at all. Last time I tried to play the Gareth, it lasted about as long as my Cossack does, so unfortunately, I don't think it's going to work very well. Artemis says Demeter is very good, but needs to be used as a late game support. I think Demeter is awesome, actually. I know a couple guys that actually still run like 2 Demeters in their hangar. They're good robots. Yeah, I like Demeters. Mohammed, I don't know why there's no skirmish. I think they decided to replace it with the spider game instead. Honestly, I wish they still did the skirmish. I mean, I didn't care about the skirmish. I never played it, but I know a lot of people miss it. A lot of people want their skirmish back. A whole lot of people want their skirmish back. Actually, that's something we should probably mention to them, that people keep asking about skirmish. I'm going to try to remember to say something about that later today. Paul says, better just building the invader and selling it for a couple million. Alright, so Pax wants to know, is Raven a good brawler or it must be a sniper? Well, Raven is a good robot. It's hard to play. You can brawl with the Raven. I know a couple guys who play it and they are excellent with it at brawling. But it is not easy to do well with. It's an older robot. They did give it a new pilot that gives it some really cool abilities. It's very fun and it's very good, but it's definitely something that takes some skill to brawl with. So, if you happen to have some of the laser weapons, like the newer lasers, like the Hawanji and Tejas and the things I don't know how to spell or pronounce, those can brawl or be used at a distance. So that would be a really good setup. That way you could play them either way. You could learn to brawl with them, or if you need to fall back, you still could. Camosia Bird says, are the decays the best weapon for Seraph? I don't know if I would say they're the best weapon, but the decays are actually very good weapons. Sometimes there's no such thing as a best weapon, because there's weapons that are really good, and there might be several different good weapons. You just got to figure out which ones fit your playing style the best, but I think the decays are an excellent weapon to put on top of the Seraph. There's a couple, I mean, if you're comfortable playing the Seraph close, Redeemers and Glories are really good on top of there. Vipers are pretty fun if you don't mind the really long reload time. The Rust Rockets were good, but they're getting nerfed, so they're probably going to suck now. Tickets. Mario wants to know how to get more tickets. Tickets for what? Are you talking about Are you talking about like keys for the little chest, or the tokens to open the special delivery crates? Unfortunately, most of that stuff is you're going to get very little of it if you're not spending money. I mean, you know, these games are also a business, so their goal is to make a profit. So there's a lot of stuff that you're not going to get much of without spending. I mean, that's the idea, is they want you to buy things. They want you to open up your wallet and be like, bam, here's some money, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with spending some money on the game, but if you're somebody who's cheap to play or free to play, your best bet is just use the best stuff you can get, right? I mean, I can play a hanger of older stuff and still do really well with it as long as it's the right older stuff. So you don't necessarily need the latest and greatest, but it does help. Is Stake my favorite weapon gun? No, not really, Hyper. I do like it on certain robots, but it's not something I would run on everything. Now, I've been testing it out on different stuff. I mean, it's kind of cool to get the shield. That's what I really like about the Stake, is it gives you the additional shield. Like, I put the Stake type of weapons, the harpoon weapons, on my Loki, and I run around all over the place, and people have a harder time killing me because I've got an additional shield now. So I think I just really like the fact that they give you a shield, but I don't think they're really the best weapons in general. On some robots, I really enjoy them. On other robots, I'd rather play something different. So it depends on what weapon or what robot I'm playing. XVDBSH Zegsfabish. I'm probably saying that wrong. He says, what are the best heavy weapons? I would say that depends on the robot. Do you have a specific robot on mind? I would tell you what I would play on it. AC Gello, what's up, buddy? I'm good. How about yourself? Hey, we got Burso in the house. What's up, my man? Nice to hear from you as always. Paul says, Mark III Redeemers and Mark II Aljun. You won't regret it. Well, I don't know about the Aljun, but Mark III Redeemers, I don't think anybody would regret that. Unless they're trying to be a sniper. Mark III Redeemers are beasts. Beasts! Suresh wants to know, is it worth upgrading Behemoth? I would say yes. Behemoth is something that I really enjoy playing. I'm not sure it's something that I would keep in my hanger all the time, but especially if you're a team deathmatch player, I mean, Behemoth is an amazing damage dealer. If you like team deathmatch, Behemoth is going to be top notch. For beacon games, it's pretty decent. You got to know when to drop it and when not to drop it in a deathmatch game, right? The best weapons for Seraph. Alright, so I think Redeemers and Glories are really, really good on the Seraph, but you have to be comfortable playing him close. If you're not comfortable playing him close, the Hawanji lasers are really good up on there right now. The radiation weapons are really good up there on the Seraph. What else is good up there? Punchers are still decent. They're not going to be my first choice because they don't do as much damage from a distance like they used to, but punchers are still a decent choice. Oh yeah, that's right. The Hawanji weapons are getting nerfed. Thanks, Artemis. I forgot about that. Now, honestly, I think they're still going to be good afterwards. I don't think that nerf's actually going to hurt them too bad, but I think we are going to be able to feel a difference. But that's one of those deals where we're going to have to play it after it gets nerfed to know for sure. Hey, Martin, I'm doing good, buddy. How about yourself? But, you know, if you're comfortable playing the Seraph up close, get some Redeemers for it. I mean, those are just excellent old weapons. And, I mean, since they're so old, there's not a huge chance of Redeemers getting nerfed again, right? It's possible. Don't get me wrong, there's always a possibility, but the older weapons are less likely to be nerfed. So if you can find good older weapons, more than likely they're going to be safe. Yeah, Artemis, I don't know. We're going to have to test them out when they go live, actually. The overheating didn't really sound like a lot of a difference, but it might feel like it when you're on the battlefield, so we'll find out. We will find out. But yeah, Hawanjis and Tejas and the other thing, getting nerfed, guys. So Hyper, normally I do about an hour and a half on the question and answer stream. Then most of the time when I do the gameplay streams, it's usually 1.5 to 2 hours, depending on what time I start it. Most of the time I do 2-hour streams, except for I do an hour and a half on the question and answer. Yeah, Prisma is also getting a nerf. Okay, so Vamc, he wants to know about getting a Links as a free-to-play player. Unfortunately, that's going to be almost impossible unless you find like a YouTube giveaway or a Facebook giveaway or something like that. Getting like the newest stuff as a free-to-play player doesn't usually work easily. I mean, unless you're, sometimes they do have a lot of those newer things up there in the special delivery chest. Unless you're lucky enough to pull one with a couple of the free tokens you almost have to spend some money to get that stuff, unfortunately. Alright, so Damien's talking about Flux being buffed. I don't remember that on the list of buffs, but if that's true, Flux is a really terrible weapon in my opinion. Flux sucks really bad right now, so hopefully they buff it. It does need a buff. It needs a buff big time, right? But honestly, if they do buff it, I still don't expect it to be that good, to tell you the truth. I think it's gonna suck, but I don't know for sure. Alright. Oh yeah, you know what? Atomizers are a cool weapon too. You could probably put some atomizers on the Seraph. Now, I haven't played the atomizers too much lately, except for I've actually been using them on my angler. I've been playing my angler with Nucleon Quarkers and atomizers, and it's actually doing really well. I would actually have to try those on the Seraph to know for sure, but I have a feeling I might like them. Artemis, have you tried those lately? Have you tried atomizers lately? I don't know if the Nucleon is nerf proof, but it probably won't get nerfed anytime soon. I think they just recently buffed it actually, so there's a small chance it could get nerfed, but I don't expect it. Now Gauss, that's a weapon I don't really care for. I don't like the Gauss very much. Some people might love it, but I just can't get into the Gauss. It's not my type of thing, I guess. I don't know what it is about Gauss, but I just can't seem to like it. Me and Gauss don't really get along. We don't really get along at all, honestly. Every time I play those, I'm always really disappointed. I tried them out again not too long ago, and I was thinking, oh yeah, this is going to be great, but honestly, it wasn't very great. It wasn't very great at all, so... I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Can I do a video with an Ming? So AC Gila, we don't have any Titan pilots yet. They're not released into the game. But once the Titan pilots do get into the game, I'll probably be doing videos with different Titans and pilots as well. Artemis says the atomizers are very good. I love running them on the Mars. Currently running that build. Artemis, I think I meant to say nucleons, not atomizers. What about nucleons, my friend? But yeah, AC, I'll be doing some stuff with those type of things. Ming is a really cool robot, actually. There's so many people that don't like the Ming, and I'm not really sure why. I honestly feel that the Ming is a very good Titan if you know how to play it and you put the right stuff on it. But you gotta have at least a 600 meter range weapon to stay back. Because if you let anybody get close to you, they'll kick your butt really fast. AC, yeah, Links is going to be getting a new pilot pretty soon. Hyper, like why they don't put certain things in certain chests or whatever, that's not really something I really know. I can't tell you why they've decided to do what they decided to do. That's, you know, they don't discuss that kind of stuff with me, so my guess is as good as yours. Paul says that man is fault, F-A-U-I-T. Say what there, buddy? Maybe that's an LT. I think I need reading glasses. Alright, so Galaxy says, is the turret thrown by Sirius is as good as a turret not thrown by the Titan? I don't quite follow that question. Hey Josh, how are you today? Thank you for being a channel member and welcome to the stream. Yeah, I hate Hawk. Alright, so yeah, Artemis is saying those old weapons are pretty good actually. One thing I do like about Nucleon, Quarker, and Atomizer is if you're at really close range, you never have to reload. And you know, even if they do overheat, it's only like what, 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds to cool down or something like that. Artemis, do you know how long the cooldown is? It's very short. At least it feels very short. Alright, my bladder is yelling at me. I gotta pee, so I will be right back in just a minute.
I gotta pee, guys. Give me a minute and I shall return, okay?
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. And you guys can't hear me, can you? There we go. I'm back, yeah, yeah. There we go. Artemis says we came back at the same time. Oh man. Yeah, don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask, right? Don't ask. I'm weird. I know. I know I'm weird. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm a weird one, yeah. I sound like the character from Trolls. Nice. Jace is the number of... Jay says the number of quitters in solo play is getting ridiculous. Matchmaking is ridiculous. Jay, I'm sorry you're having problems with matchmaking, buddy. That sucks, actually. That sucks big time. But, I mean, I don't really see a lot of quitters, honestly. The only time I really see quitters is in free-for-all. What league are you in, bud? Maybe certain leagues have more quitters than others, I'm not sure. But I really do wish they would do something with I really wish they would do something with the matchmaking. I wish they would change it a little bit, honestly. AC, are you talking about those little trolls? I think I know what you're talking about. I remember they had a TV show or a movie. I actually liked that movie, The Trolls. I like cartoons. I like cartoons. I don't know about you guys, but I like cartoons. Don't make fun of me. Cartoons are good.
I like cartoons a lot, so now we're going to try the Vocal Bender plus the Ovox.
That was two different things at the same time. Sorry, I gotta play with this stuff. It's fun. Oh my god. Josh says, bro is dropping some bars, man. I wish I were like a... You know, one thing I've always wished is I was a really good singer. Like, some songs I can sing okay, other songs not so much. I have a pretty limited vocal range when it comes to singing, but nowadays they give us auto-tune, right? Alright, so Damien says the fire rate of the Sirius turret is lower than... Oh, yeah. When you throw it off, it may fire faster or slower than when it's on your Titan. I don't really remember which one's which, but he might be right about that. 213544 says, is Nether still meta? Nether's quite good, yeah. I like the Nether a lot. But the Nether might actually get nerfed here in a minute, so... We kind of have to wait to see what happens after the nerf to be for sure. Brandon says, why do I crash with harpoon weapons? I don't know. I don't have that problem, to tell you the truth. I don't have a problem with that. So Artemis, I don't know what 29.6 degrees is. He's talking Celsius there, and
I don't understand Celsius, yeah.
I don't understand it at all. Oh my god. But Brandon, I don't know, buddy. I don't have that problem with the harpoons. Do you crash every time you play them, or how's that go? All right, so Paul, due to server overload, it caused me to go into the low priority. What do you mean by server overload, my friend? So unfortunately, if you're in low priority and you want to get out of there, what you need to do is just play a whole lot of games without leaving. But I'm not really sure what you mean by server overload. But you have to leave. You have to leave a lot of games. Every time you leave a game, you get a couple of low priority points. And I think you have to leave like 15 or 20 in a row in order to get in there, basically. You know, low priority points suck, actually, but yeah, sucks your room's hot, my friend. It's not fun being hot. I know 40 degrees Celsius is like 100 degrees Fahrenheit here, so I would assume 29 is pretty warm. Hot stuff sucks. I get really sick in the heat for some reason. Oh wait. What happened to the thing? I'm on the wrong screen. Nobody told me. I apologize, guys. I was on the wrong screen, so if you wanted to see the gameplay, well, unfortunately it wasn't there. I'm going to have to make a be right back screen on here, because every time I hit be right back, when I come back, it restarts the gameplay. So I'm going to have to fix that so that doesn't happen. Paul says something about the Aether. So Brennan, you crash every time you use those. That's interesting. Artemis, do you know anything about the needle, the spears, the harpoon weapons crashing people's games? I've heard something about it, but I've never really experienced that myself. Paul keeps getting booted out of something. 82.5 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's on the warm side. That is very warm. I would probably be like feeling really sick at that point. Gosh, 80's warm. Damien says he's screaming at the screen to grab a damn beacon. Paul, I've been getting sick in the heat for years. Like I've got an autoimmune disease, I got celiac disease, I got all kinds of health problems. They can't figure out what's making me sick in the heat, but I start getting lightheaded, I feel like I'm gonna die, I feel like I'm gonna pass out, and then I go into like a panic attack. So last year, at the end of the year, I had a heat attack, right? I had one of those heat attacks. And for months, when it was like seriously like 68 degrees Fahrenheit, I was burning up. I felt like it was 90 degrees for about 3 months. Like, even a little bit of heat, I couldn't stand it for months. It was terrible. But it's not heat exhaustion. I mean, it's something different. But I got a lot of health problems. It sucks. Smiley says the heat sucks right now. Hot as hell at work. Paul says, I don't have the harpoons, so I don't know. Can't say nothing. Alright, so Artemis says he's been crashing more since using harpoons. You know, I've got, I think right now, almost every robot on my hangar has those, and I haven't crashed. I've been playing that hangar now for like 3 or 4 days, I think. And I haven't had any crashes at all with them. So I don't know, maybe some people are crashing due to it, some aren't. I don't know. Paul says, if you're getting sick in the heat, that's due to a heat exhaustion. It plays a debt to male role in your health. Stay cool and drink lots of water. I don't know. You know what? Also, I have a bad thyroid, and your thyroid regulates your body's temperature. So it might have something to do with that as well, the doctor said. Alright, so Nicholas, the nerfs have not happened yet, so we haven't got to test them out to find out, so I can't really answer that one. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to take a stab at this and say, I'm guessing, don't quote me on this, but I'm guessing the Sonics will be the better weapons after the nerf. Smiley says his phone overheats more when playing the harpoon weapons. That's interesting. But yeah, we won't know for sure what they're going to perform like until the nerf happens. But I do have a feeling they're going to get hit pretty hard, though. I think they're going to get hit really hard, unfortunately. We'll see what happens, though. We won't know for a few more days. But we'll find out eventually. Paul, I've been having this problem since probably about, the heat problem I've been having for 15 years. Every day for 15 years. I think it's a little more than just like fatigue and heat exhaustion, honestly. Sometimes I can be out in the heat for 10 minutes and it happens, so it's bad. Some days I can be outside for an hour or two. Other times it'll be like 10 minutes and I start freaking out. AC says, will the Minos come after the update? Also, please tell me that the old map's coming back. Now I don't know when the map's gonna be back, but I think on the new update, we will be getting free Titans, so everybody's going to get a Minos with these shotguns on it, guys. So you guys better be ready for that, man. Free Minos with squall weapons, I think. So if you want to free Minos with squalls, I think I need to turn the reverb down a little bit on that plugin, huh? It's a little bit too reverby still. Hold on, let me test the reverb. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Ooh, we got a lot of reverb. That's better. That's a little better. Sorry, but that's fun to play with. What's up, Missy Scott? How you doing? So Brandon's playing on an Amazon tablet. I don't know much about Amazon tablets, honestly. I will say this, though. I don't think they have really high-end processors in them, do they? War Robots is a game that's kind of hard on devices, so... Nightcrawler says I'll talk. Say what? What are you talking about? Can I sing a song one more time with the voice changer? What song shall I sing? What are my real thoughts on this shell? I haven't played it in about a year. Now, last time I played the shell, I enjoyed it. But I haven't played it recently enough to tell you if I still think it's good at the moment. Nightcrawler doesn't like the reverb. Rap God, please, Danny. What is Rap God? I'm actually singing. If I don't sing, this is what it sounds like. So this is what it does if you just talk into it. That doesn't sound very good. That makes me seem like a weird robot. So you actually gotta sing. An Eminem song. I don't really know any Eminem songs except for that Slim Shady song. You know, I haven't heard an Eminem song in years. I don't really listen to the radio or watch TV much, so... Paul says I could totally use that voice to start making my own Daft Punk music. I could. Yeah, I got my audio and tech channel. I have joined the Waves audio plugin affiliate program, so I kind of made a deal with them. So I've got over 300 audio plugins to play with now. But they were looking for some content creators to show people how to use their plugins and stuff to make your live streams and microphones sound good and stuff like that. So, yeah. In the description of pretty much all of my videos, there's now a link to the Waves audio plugins. And if anybody buys something off the link, I do get a commission, which is cool, but... I'm now using all audio plugins from Waves. I used to use some different ones, but I've switched over to Waves plugins since I got the little sponsorship type of deal. Best module for defense slot. So Minos, I think you really need 2 anti-controls. If you have 2 anti-controls on the Minos, you will never be able to lock down. And Minos, that's one of his weaknesses, is being locked down. So if you can get 2 anti-controls on there, that is the absolute best thing you can get, in my opinion. Yeah, Paul, it's just not a lot of fun on bad days like that. Like, I gotta keep a air conditioner in my room now because sometimes, like at 75, 76 degrees, I start feeling sick. It's terrible. And that's not even like really hot. What's the best? Oh, wait. Missy Scott, I think if you tried to yodel with that thing, it would go crazy. I think it's got like an auto-tune built in. So if you yodeled with an auto-tune, I don't know what would happen. Ah, Artemis got the fan working. Awesome, buddy. Daft Punk smells fumes. Nightcrawler says we bought a portable AC. It works well. Yeah, I got a little teeny window unit. It only weighs like 38 pounds or something like that. It's a little teeny GE window air conditioner. Supposedly those last longer than the floor units. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, the portable air conditioners are nice, man. Especially if you have like wooden floors or something, you can just roll them around the house. Missy Scott says we burned up last night. Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. I kind of would rather have winter than summer these days. You have what, Artemis? An air conditioner? So my air conditioner claims to be so energy efficient. It costs about $60 to run for 3 months is what they claim. They say it's either 3 to 4 months. It says per season. For the summer season, they consider that to be like 3 to 4 months long. The little sticker says on it, $60 is how much they plan this thing to cost to run it. I don't believe that's true, but that's what they say. If that is true, that would be amazing. But it's supposedly one of the most energy efficient ones out there. Like when I look at the energy efficiency rating, it's like one of the highest ones you can get. But it's got to be more than $60 to run for 3 months. I mean, that doesn't seem right. Ah, Damien's from Scotland. If it's not Scottish, it's crap. You guys remember the Scotsman from what was that? Saturday Night Live had the Scotsman. If it's not Scottish, it's crap. I don't know why, but I always loved that skit. I'm probably not very good at the Scotsman accent, but... Alright, so Nicholas says, is this a good hanger? Orochi with Redeemers. Redeemers, yes. Orochi, and that's kind of iffy. Ravena with Spikes, yes. Fenrir with Devastator, yes. Mars with Fainters, yes. Scorpion with Havocs, yes. Minos, Indra, Avora, yes. I don't know about the Orochi, okay? Last couple times I've tried to play Orochi, I would say it did subpar, but the rest of your hanger looks really good. Now, if the Orochi's working for you, there are some people who are good at it. So yeah, if it's working for you, keep it up. Use whatever works, you know what I mean? But it's not my thing. I'm not into it. I don't like it. But you might. What's up, old pothead? How are you today? Antediluvian says, which pilot for Skyros? I like the Theseus pilot, actually. That's what I run on mine. I like to use them to hold beacons. Alright, so Suresh, I don't judge anything by the way it is on the test server, even the nerfs. Things on the test server don't really seem to be accurate to me, so I'm not going to judge what the nerf is like until it goes live. Once it's live and I get to play it for real, then I'll let you know if it's good or not, but don't really judge it by the test server nerfs. Test server's a little bit weird. There's too much stuff on there that's not always 100% like perfect, right? Nightcrawler says, I have an emoji. Oh god. An emoji Fafnir Seraph, but just can't get the hang of it yet. Alright, Fafnir is very hard to play. Mugi, that's a really cool robot. Seraph's not too bad. Out of the three of those, though, I think Mugi is the best one, Nightcrawler. It's probably the easiest to play. Suresh, I think all they're going to do is reduce the damage a little bit that the turret does. I think Mars will still be really good after the nerf. I can't guarantee it, but from what I'm seeing, I think it's still going to be pretty good, bud. Yeah, I like Mugi a lot, man. It's a very fun robot. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but hey, every time you're in the air, you're in stealth. You want to learn to take advantage of that stealth. I like to play him with like close range weapons like sonics or shotguns. I can just fly in stealth and land right next to somebody, beat them up, and then shortly after fly away. It's a good deal in my opinion. Like the harpoon weapons are nice on there. Pretty much anything that does damage at a close distance I really like on the emojis. Or if you can get the new lasers, those are good on a Mugi as well. Alright, so Wanda S, how you doing today? What is a good strategy as an invader? So you gotta remember, when a Vader jumps, he gets defense points in the air. That means he's harder to kill once he's in the air. After he lands, if he lands next to an enemy, it suppresses them so their weapons don't do as much damage. So if you build it correctly, it's very hard to kill. So you got to know when to time the jumps, right? You need to jump at the right time to get the defense points and the suppression going. It's a little hard to explain to somebody how to play that exactly because the jump timing is very important. If you learn to time the jumps correctly and suppress and get the defense points at the right time, that robot will do very, very good. Now, once I got the invader at first, I hated it. Like, I don't think I was playing it correctly. I don't think I was timing my jumps correctly. I was like, this thing's not a tank. It's dying really easy. But once I learned when to jump, you know, it was way better. I wish I had a better answer on how to play it, but that one's a little bit, like, tricky, I guess. Trying to explain to somebody proper ability timing is kind of hard. Hey, Wholesome, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? What do you got going on today? New Scissor Titan bot. What the heck is a Scissor Titan, Nightcrawler? I'm not familiar with a Scissor Titan. Nightcrawler, you're welcome, buddy. Yeah, Rust Rockets are amazing, but unfortunately they're about to get hit. They're getting nerfed, so as soon as the new update gets here, those are going to be nerfed, guys. They are a little bit too strong, but I think they're almost going to kill them off. I think they're going to hit them too hard on the nerf, unfortunately. MNG, how are you doing today? I've never actually owned a Pixel 7. I do have a friend who... He uses pixels, right? My buddy Max... That's the Google Pixel, right? The Google Pixels. So he says he has to buy a new one every 1 to 2 years. Like, I don't know. He says they wear out faster than other phones he's had. I'm not really sure, but I've never actually owned a Google Pixel phone, so I don't know much about them. But I bet if you go on like Amazon or something, there's probably like thousands of reviews on there. You could read through some of the reviews. You can even ask questions. If you have an Amazon account, you can go to the Google Pixel phone and just ask a question. Be like, hey, how good is the battery on this? You'll probably have people who reply. All right, so Anti is building a Skyros and wants to know what weapons to put on there. Other than Sonics, right? Well, Sonics are a very good choice. The harpoon weapons are a good choice. I think pretty much any type of shotgun is a really good choice. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I like. One thing you want to make sure is the weapons actually reload when you go back into the ball. Because it sucks to use 90% of your ammo, go back into the ball, and then realize, oh crap. Oh yeah, Puncher, Pulsar, Magnetar is a pretty good setup on there. I think Nucleon, Quark, or Atomizer is pretty good. Yeah, Mace and Cudgel are great, like Camo said. Camo Spurge there. Blast shotguns are great. Mitos has a big old smiley face there for some reason. What are you smiling about there, sir? Smileys. That's going to be your new name. Artemis says Blaze and Ember Igniter. That's actually a very good choice. Those weapons are hard to use, but they do a lot of damage, man. Damien says Redeemer, Tehran, Quarker. That would be an interesting thing. I've never tried that before. Oh, wow. What time? How long have I been streaming? Have we been going for over 2 hours? We've been streaming for about an hour and a half, I see. I was going to say, like, you know, I got the autoimmune disease and everything hurts. And I'm just now starting to feel it a little bit. Usually about every 2 hours or so, I got to get up and walk around and move or I start locking up. So I was like, man, has it really been 2 hours? Usually by the end of the 2 hours on my streams, I'm like, I got to get up and move. But yeah, usually I just do the question and answer for about an hour and a half. So I guess we'll probably be ending this pretty soon. So if you got any questions, get them in as soon as possible. Oh boy. Is that louder than my normal speaking voice? I might need to turn it down if it is. If it's really loud, I'll turn it down so it doesn't blow out your eardrums. It's very loud? Okay, hold on. Let me turn it on really fast, so get ready. I'm going to adjust the volume on it. think we got the volume adjusted. Alright, there we go. Now it's probably quieter than my talking voice, so when I do that, we won't blow out your ears anymore. Alright.
So that should fix the problem. I'm sorry that it was loud. I didn't notice, guys. Like, I usually listen to the stream, but I keep it on a very, very low volume, so I didn't really realize it was loud for you guys. But after Nightcrawler said something about his ears a few times, I was like, oh, wait a second. I was like, all right, maybe it's loud. Maybe that's why he's saying his ears, because it's too loud. But now it's quiet.
All right, there we go. Yeah, Pothead, I played with the Ovox for a couple hours so far. It's very, very hard to use. There's so much going on, man. Ovox is very hard to use. Why is there a voice mod? I don't know, just playing around with something. Gotta have some fun. Wholesome says, I'm confused. Am I dreaming and Danny in heaven? I don't think I'm in heaven. At least I hope not. I don't think I have died. If I had, hopefully heaven's better than this. Ah, Draco's back. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. See, that's what it sounds like when I sing without the thing. Alright, AC says, is the new effect for unstable conduits any good? Yeah, man, it's a pretty good module. It's probably going to be way better after they buff it. I forget what they said they were doing to it. I read something about that the other day, but I think that's really going to improve it a lot. Tier 1 and Tier 2 bots. Draco, why are you trying to make a Tier 1 and Tier 2 robot hanger? Tier 1 and... Oh, wait. Not level 1 and 2. Tier 1 and Tier 2 robots. I see what you're saying. What tier is Leo? Leo is a really good robot. I think everybody should have a Leo. Griffin's kind of fun. Most of the Tier 1 and Tier 2 robots are kind of crappy, though. Yeah, we're about ready to end the stream, everybody, so if you got any questions or anything like that, get them in really quick because our time is just about over for the live stream. I never really cared for the Natasha. I always thought the Natasha kind of sucked, but Leo is pretty good for what it is. But out of the Tier 1 and Tier 2 bots, there's not a lot in there that I would say was great, honestly. Galahad or Gareth are cool. Those might be a Tier 1 or a Tier 2 bot. I'm not 100% sure. Have I tried a Nora Come on a Nether? No, I haven't. Never played that, actually. Hey, Blake Lee, what's up? Unfortunately, you guys are coming right at the end there. Again, don't forget to go check out Artemis's YouTube channel, guys. He runs the War Robots wiki page, so he's got a lot of information. You guys might want to go subscribe to Artemis. You know what, Artemis? Check this out. Artemis, go ahead and post a link to your YouTube channel in the chat there. Nightcrawler wants to know what I would use between Harpy, Amugi, Fafnir, Scorpion, Fenrir, Erebus, or Loki. Oh my god, those are all awesome robots except for the Erebus. And the Fafnir. I would not use the Erebus and I would not use the Fafnir. Now Fenrir, if you want a tank, go for the Fenrir. If you want a damage dealer, go for the Harpy. If you want a troll, go for the Loki. And Amugi, I don't know what to classify the Amugi as. What kind of a robot is that? It's some sort of a fighter. It's like a support fighter. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a cool robot too. If you remove the Erebus and the Fafnir, you could have a whole hangar of cool robots right there. What about crappy scores? No, I'm saying put a link to your YouTube channel so people can subscribe to it. There you go. On a live stream, I don't think you can view other people's channels, bud. I made you moderators, so you can post your link. Guys, go subscribe to his channel, man. You'll probably find some really handy stuff. He's the same person that did those, those weapon comparisons when those new Ultimate Orkans came out. A lot of you guys probably saw his video for that. So, he's going to post some gameplay and this and that. Plus, he's going to be posting some really useful information from time to time. So, all right, so Damien says Amugi equals support. I have a healing pilot. He's great to drop into a dug-in teammate. Yeah, it is a good support robot, actually. Nightcrawler, you're welcome, buddy. So Artemis says he's not really liking the spears. Now, last time I played the spears, when I had the autopilot on them, they did very good. But without the autopilot, I didn't like them. But I haven't played them in a while, so I might have to try those out again. I might go do some gameplay later on with the spears. If they suck, I'll make a review video for them in the next couple of days. But I'm planning on this, instead of doing just builds, I think I'm going to test out like a specific weapon and just let you know if it's good or not. Like I'm gonna put a hangar together where 3, 4, 5 robots have a certain weapon. And I'm going to play it, and I'm going to start reviewing each weapon and each robot separately, each drone, each Titan. Because you know what? I think that's going to be more helpful than just build videos, if you really think about it. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys like that idea better than build videos? I play a hangar of like a hangar of spears and let you know how they perform. Show a little bit of gameplay and say, hey, this is my thoughts. This is how it went. Here's the gameplay. These were awesome, or these were sucky, or these were crap sandwiches. You know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think about that idea. But I think that's going to be it for the live stream game. Guys, why I say game? So I just want to say, Thank you all for coming out to my live stream. It was awesome to have you guys here. Thank you all so much. What's creepy, Missy Scott? Missy Scott says something's creepy. Not sure what's creepy, but something's creepy. All right, everybody. Thank you to all the channel members. Thank you to anybody who donates every once in a while. Thank you to everybody who watches my videos. Thank you to the moderators and everybody who comes out and hangs out with the streams, watches the videos. It's good stuff. It's good stuff that you watch my stuff. I don't know. But I really appreciate you guys. I mean, thank you all so much for all the support. It's awesome. You guys are amazing. Hopefully the videos I make are stuff you guys keep enjoying, and we will catch you later. All right, I'll be back on Thursday and Saturday for more live streams. Later, guys. Have an amazing day. We will catch you next time, and take care.
Bye-bye. On the next live stream, we will make some red guys dead guys.